on $100 payoff. Last call, ordering up a fireball. No chance she's going home alone. She got her eye on the chicken picking boy and the cover.
Welcome to. You're gonna be like, hi, I'm Matt Johnner, and this is Simon Jasieniuk. And then, welcome to a breakdown on my new single, Stop, Drop, and Roll! Do we do radio voice?
You can do whatever you want.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt Johnner. We're joined here with Simon Jasieniuk today to do a Logic session breakdown of my new single, Stop, Drop, and Roll. Back to you, Simon.
Thank you, Matthew. Okay.
Golly.
We are here with Matt Johnner doing a Logic session breakdown of his song, Stop, Drop, and Roll, released 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
2 weeks ago?
August 16th.
So, okay, let's go more broad here. What was the goal for this song here?
The goal was to sound live, like it's just a rock and live show where it's loud and people are dancing and everything. We referenced Travis Tritt's Trouble, which is actually an Elvis song.
That's right. Is it really?
But, yeah,
okay.
But Travis Tritt made it way better.
Live sound, lots of instruments, very fun. Tried to keep it not sounding too processed. But the thing that's interesting about this is that going for a live sound and having, I think, is there seven players and singers and stuff involved in this, to go for that sound while no one thing was done at the same time as another. So we got together for pre-production,
Yep.
and you were here, and we kind of figured out a mapping for the whole song, and then we got your acoustic guitar parts. You played all the acoustics on here. We got Aidan's bass with you
Yep.
here.
And then vocal.
Yeah, vocal here. And then everything else was kind of pieced together at later dates. So this is worth noting as well. So we got lots of different players, and we recorded at different times.
Because my band recorded here.
Yeah. But then we had, Emmett self-recorded. Tyler tracked at a different studio.
Yeah, in a different studio. And then Logan, Layman, who sang Harmony here, she's down in Nashville. This is my first time seeing the Logic breakdown.
Yeah, so
I wasn't here for most of this project.
all things considered, our track count is actually pretty small for everything that's going on. This is a good indication that we kept it pretty natural.
Yeah, only 129 tracks.
That's right. 29? Oh, yeah. Well, that's right. Some of these are unused. Let's call it a healthy 105.
Okay.
Real healthy 105.
Nice, and most of those are drums.
So, Tyler Walker came in to play drums. How do you know Tyler? Why'd we get him?
Tyler Walker, he is a fantastic drummer from Yorkton. And he went to school with Aidan, my little brother, Aidan Johnner. They went to McEwen in Edmonton.
We went to school together.
Yeah.
Started playing, realized that they were a good vibe. Tyler started playing.
He started playing with me. So I told Aidan when he went to school, I was like, we need to find a drummer. So he was like, this guy Tyler's really great. And he is really great. And so we hired him, played a few shows, and then I went working on a cruise ship, and Tyler took over my drumming job in the Johnner Brothers band. And
I think because you were gone and because of the style.
Yeah, this needed some more intense drumming. That we need someone more qualified to play the drums for this one.
There you go. In step Tyler. But yeah, Tyler just killed this one. I just want to play a couple sections here just to make sure. Because of the setup of the room, I ended up triggering quite a bit of a room sound.
Obviously, I know what a trigger is.
That's right.
For the people at home, could you please explain what that is?
Tyler hits the snare, and it sounds great, but there's some type of energy or explosiveness or something that we want to add on top of the way that he hits the drums. So we use our drum signal on this channel, for example, and I've duplicated it over a few channels here. So then what we can do is take this original snare sound, and that kind of gets that that type of sound. But then we got to build in some ambience here. So here's exactly what this one's doing. It's got a close mic, it's got an overhead, it's got some room mics, and every time Tyler's drum hits, it triggers. And then I'm gonna get all these together. Kind of ends up to be a bigger kind of more.
So it's layering an
sound.
effect every time he hits the snare. It takes the signal from his snare and it adds.
So that's where we get that feeling of it being in a kind of a big explosive room. Because my room, we had room mics set up, and they actually sound not too bad.
But it's just a pretty small.
But it's a small space, so there's not really that much you can get from it without adding reverbs and some tricks like that. So here's just the room mics. I do have a little bit of reverb. This has been my go-to reverb to add some ambience to my room sound. So here's just the room mics, and I'll play with the mix
Just
of
the
this here.
room?
That's exactly.
Just the room?
That's exactly what it is. Here's totally dry. So this is what I'm adding to it. Only the room sound. What other parts we have here? That's essentially it. We got to listen to this last fill though. Let's listen to some drums and bass.
That was played and written by Aidan Johnner, son of Brad. Yeah, he nailed this song, man.
Yeah. Everything here
He came in with so many good ideas.
Yeah. It was important to have a lot of momentum to the performance, and we spent quite a bit of time trying to figure out what it should play and where we should move around and where it should just stay on the same note. So, worth noting that we recorded a DI, and then I ended up reamping this with a couple different microphones through I've got a vintage bass amp in the other room, cut to photo, and ended up reamping for that because we wanted to sound live and real, and that would obviously do the trick for us. But I didn't find that it was working.
No.
So I ended up muting all these, and I'm just using the DI.
Interesting.
I don't even have an amp sim or anything on here. It's just compressed a bunch.
Oh, so it's just the dingwall sound.
It's just a dingwall, but I've got a ton of 800 is just pinned on the channel strip. And then I think again here, I've got 1.5K, another 9 dB just going for it.
Nice.
Kind of controlling the low end.
That looks fun.
So let's take a listen to this on its own here. Or here, right. Let's play this last chorus and just kind of listen to the vibe of this.
I don't know. I might be just throwing in random stuff in here, but I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, let's give it a try.
But it's funny.
It's sure glorpy, you know?
It is. It's very glorpy. I got this on it too. That's crazy. So if I take off all of the bass processing,
That's just the Dingwall sound.
just the raw DI.
Not a sponsor yet, Dingwall.
That's right.
I winked at the camera.
And you put it back on. Trying to get that string attack a little bit. Get the doot 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 doos to come out a little bit stronger.
Couple of
And I think we
the
So
What notes are those?
after Aidan played it, I knew that other people were gonna have to play it, so I transcribed this so that I could send it out to our session players and to help me know what the notes are. But yeah, Aidan played great, and then this whole outro section is just that same sustained note for like another 20 seconds.
Getting replayed at all. I didn't even know that.
He didn't even touch it. I just told him to hold on to it, and
Nice.
it like ended up working. Yeah, that's the bass. So it's very bass-ic.
Nailed it.
Okay, we skipped over. There's very little percussion in this song, but what there is a little tambo action. So this is the second part of the verse.
Sounds like Jingle Bells. I like the little into the.
Yeah, and then coming out of it.
And who played this tambourine?
I played this tambourine, Matthew.
Professional tambourine player.
That's right. We got this tambourine right here.
This is most of the reason I record at Beez Neez Studios because this tambourine player comes with the package.
Overdubs included.
Yeah.
So we use that tambourine. That's a hammered brass tambourine from Meinl.
Oh, you didn't use the macaroni this time, did you?
No, I didn't.
Dang it! We always try to sneak in craft dinner.
Extra creamy though.
Extra creamy box as a shaker, and every one of it's been in all the other songs. We'll bring it back.
Been.
It wasn't in this one, but we'll bring it back.
We'll bring it back like we brought back the mullet.
You're on fire today.
Better stop, drop, and roll. And then little swellies.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It pretty much just does that, and then there's some weird percussive movement stuff at the end here.
It's kind of cool.
Little effecty type stuff. So if we bring back all the drums.
Cool.
That's funny. Kind of pans around. So, okay, that's interesting too, because you could hear some cymbal cuts and stuff, because I comped this together. But again, you don't notice it in context.
No.
That's interesting.
No.
The same section with everything is... Yeah, so...
I love that piano like at the end too.
Yeah. Okay, here, let's just keep going in order here, just to touch on these. Damaged breath. Oh, on the downbeat of roll here.
Stop, drop, and roll.
You boys wanna dance? Come on.
Little accents like that, but this is all of the percussion in the song, which is not an actual performed instrument. Which normally there's like tracks and tracks of it, but this is great that it's so minimal. We've got your acoustic now. This acoustic was fun because we recorded stereo microphones. I don't normally like to do this because you end up getting weird phase stuff, and as soon as it gets in the mix, you're sometimes better off to just have one track of it. Unless it's going to be a solo acoustic performance, then it can work a little bit better. But in this case, to have that live feel, a little bit of your natural movement kind of makes it kind of tip and tilt and feel differently depending on how you were playing it.
Right. And we played this one standing up because I wanted to...
Oh, that's right.
Because I hate playing in the studio because it's so like... It has to be perfect and I psych myself out. So we played it, the guitar and the vocal, like as if it was live. I like stood up in the big room and just kind of like played it like I'd play it live. So it's not like a perfect guitar take, but it has an energy that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Yeah, and that on its own sounds like this.
I didn't realize how, like, let's say raw that acoustic take was. Because it sounds great in the song, though.
Yeah, well, this is, I think, the best example of leaving things as natural as possible.
Because, like, it's not perfect, but it sounds good.
But everything
coming in
feels good. That's, I think, super important. Well, even noticing the bass. Like, so, you know, there's definitely things, like, I think the acoustic, I actually did try to edit this because it was so percussive, but the dynamics, like some of these aren't really doing anything. I think this is generally kind of an automatic correction, and then as long as I didn't hear anything that was weird, because most of your performance was great, it just every now and again kind of pulls it in a little bit and makes it a bit more consistent rhythmically. But your, you know, dynamics and stuff, it still retains, and that's what keeps it feeling pretty natural. So another, good example of, like, you can edit something and still have it feel like, if you're not looking at the edits, you hear it being
edited.
fixed or tightened up because the performance still has so much life and breath in it. And I think that goes the same with, the drums. Like, I tried to edit this as little as possible. There's still some things just for the sake of the groove, any like kick drums or anything, but there's actually not that much movement. It looks kind of crazy, but
because it has to feel real. That's what.
Yeah, and
I don't want it to be over compressed and just
yeah.
flattened to be perfectly in time and straight.
Yeah,
because it's gotta, like you said, breathe. It's gotta breathe.
Yeah. Yeah, the big part of the performance for like that whole kind of breath thing is really the dynamics and stuff too, though. Because I find like you can play, for example, if you have a bad touch on the instrument and it's loose, it's not going to feel like anything. But if you have a good touch on the instrument, whether it's drums or guitar or whatever, and it's a little bit loose, all of a sudden it feels like it's alive. Or if you have a bad touch on the instrument and you edit it totally square and perfect timing-wise, but it just doesn't feel like anything. So it can go the other way. So I think like this was great because you knew how you wanted the guitar to feel and sound. So you played it like that, and then doing any edits to it to kind of just help it. It's not even about helping the performance itself. It's just making sure that since we're tracking everything separately, making sure that when everything stacks up on each other, that it kind of feels like it's going to work.
Yeah.
A few of those little overdubs. There's this acoustic guitar thing at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny how it's like...
It's nothing, but it's cool.
So here's the whole thing. And
Does anybody know?
it's the only thing that's doing the
Yeah.
eighth note there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything has its role.
I was done with my new Taylor 324 CE Builder's Edition mahogany guitar.
Insert clip here. I think I have video you, hey?
Probably.
I have a lot of video you
Probably.
This, yeah. Let me play a chorus here so you can kind of hear how some of this went. I can do last chorus.
What's that buzz?
Something inside the guitar. Remember we talked about that.
Oh.
It's got a little thing going on.
See, and that's why...
It feels like...
That's why I gotta take my guitar back to Colin. Colin, if you're seeing this, I think something's like loose in there and it does make noise. But moral of the story, you don't have to practice to get better. Because when you play badly, it works somehow.
That's right.
So, the more you know, kids.
Okay, electric guitar here. So this was the last thing that was added. I played this, and it was after we had the dobro in there. It was after we had the fiddle, after the acoustic, after the bass, vocals, everything was in there. And the point of this electric was just to fill in what felt like might have been missing on the other instruments. Yeah.
I see.
Not meant to be a focal point. I think you were really excited about the dobro and the fiddle in this song.
Yeah.
So let's just listen to a bit of this here and see off the top.
Oh, nice. See, even that's super loose, but it sounds great.
Little extra string in there.
Oh, yeah, I remember you showed me this part, and I was like, that's perfect.
So, okay, this is interesting because there's a bunch of things that kind of happen here. So I played this end of the lick. The bass plays this. I think we've got fiddle and dobro. Like everybody kind of plays this lick here, and I put some octaves of it on the guitar, and it spreads out here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's this
The one coming out the right is so good.
Is it this?
Yeah,
Just to give it some more bounce
That's
to it.
cool.
And then you throw the low octave in there and you hit it way harder, lots of power. And
Nice.
And then it all adds up.
Nice.
And then this. That. I wanted that to stick out a little bit more because there's a drum fill and there's a bunch of stuff, so in context.
I got her red in the face when she looked my way. I should take my own advice. Stop, drop, and roll.
So the electric here,
Yeah.
this is where the synth comes in. So this is the one weird thing that shouldn't be in this song, but when you play this all together.
Oh yeah, cool.
So it just kind of makes
See,
it
I
jump
didn't even
out
know
a
there
little
was
bit.
a synth pluck in there.
I know, you're not supposed to. That's not the goal. But it helps add the attack and the consistency of the note value to the
Right.
guitar.
Okay.
Because I played this as consistent with kind of the feel as I could. But then in context without the vocals here. Yeah, so that's kind of how the... Oh yeah, and then everything here. This was a dual kind of a piano and the slide that comes in here. Okay, we got to start integrating this because this doesn't make sense. There's not enough context here.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that plays together, hey?
So I'm trying to play with the dobro here. So if I only... The fiddle on the first chorus takes the lead, and the dobro on the second chorus takes the lead. So I'm trying to play with the dobro behind the fiddle here.
Bro, it sounds so good, man.
So nice. And then even like the second verse and the chorus, like there's so much stuff here. Like this is a good example. There's licks. So you can kind of see they're not the same, but
they work together.
They kind of push and pull together.
Very synergistic.
There you go, yeah. And then everybody that's not
Nailed it.
I just love everything about Emmett's performance here. There's a part that Emmett played with the drums here.
Yeah.
The solo, we gotta listen to this here.
Oh, the solo
Let's get
is unreal.
all the main...
So this is Emmett Franz, who played the dobro on this.
Okay, so here's all of our...
So good.
Just the melodic instruments here.
I love that. But
Oh,
man,
we're missing
to hear,
the bass in there.
To hear just the fiddle, like to really hear with no vocals, hear the fiddle just constantly build like that is
Yeah.
so cool, man.
Well, and so this is cool because Tyler Vollrath played the fiddle here.
5-time CCMA Fiddle Player of the Year. Great fiddle player.
Yeah. So here's one track. Here's the other, and there are automation lanes here. So we've got both of them panning opposite to each other. So they're kind of doing this and
that's
trading
what it
places. So it just kind of feels like there's this movement.
While they're building the whole
Plus
time.
there's a volume swell at the end here. One of them comes down a little bit, but then it's going up here all together because this is our, like, all of it together fader. So, yeah, again, just the fiddles here on this bridge.
That's so cool.
Oh, I love that.
It sounds so sinister and
Oh, it's so
just-
crazy. Well, and we had, man, do I still have these? Play with fire, bound to get burned.
Oh yeah, we didn't end up using those. Hey.
No, everybody thought
they're
it created too
cool.
much tension.
Playing with fire, you're bound to get burned.
Okay, so all of these here, potentially.
Playing with fire, you're bound to get burned. Playing with fire, you're bound to get burned. Stop, drop, and roll.
Oh, it's so
Play it in context.
I love it.
Playing with fire, you're bound to get burned. Playing with fire, you're bound to get burned. Playing with fire, you're bound to get burned. Stop, drop, and roll. She's a small town inferno. Like a lit cigarette shake.
I think it's cool because
I think it's cool. I think it is a little too much, but it's so
a lot.
damn cool, man.
well, because it feels so uncomfortable for a minute.
Yeah.
But
But then it comes back in.
But you get the payoff then of it. Stop, drop, and roll. Okay, you figured it out. You've come through the other side, and it's like
That's so cool.
this little
though.
satisfying because it just touches on that resolving chord there.
Play with fire, you're bound to get burned. Stop, drop, and roll. She's a small town inferno.
Oh,
That's
that's so
great.
cool.
The path not taken.
That's what could have been.
That's okay. Musicians, I think, would really appreciate that.
Yes.
Kind of. It's like
But
a lot of
as
kind
far
of
as,
contrary
like-
motion, but
Radio wouldn't like that.
it's yeah. It takes a lot of energy to listen to that.
Well, this is what happens when you can just like handpick the best musicians
Yeah.
and you put them all in one record together. Like it's so. I mean, everybody that played on here is like very, very good.
yeah.
And then it's easy to make a song that sounds awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, all of it's this guy though too,
Wow.
because without you doing the computer magic, I don't even know how to turn my computer on sometimes. And this guy's doing all this stuff.
We make it happen. So the piano was bits and pieces. So chorus 1.
Piano sounds good.
Then it takes a break for the ending of the chorus here and just goes back to the gong. That's in there.
Yeah, see, I
Throw
love
in
those
one of those.
swoopies. I
And
love how they
then-
look on the screen too.
Yeah, this is one that Luke did this one just like one take. I was like, just play without thinking it. Play just a slide like going into this thing. And so he got this going on.
Perfect.
Just like yep. We did it one time and we kept it. So here's
Stop and roll. She's a small town inferno.
yeah.
That's exactly what I need.
So this is interesting too because all these things that make up the song and that make it feel so fun in context are pretty insignificant. But when things start to add up, then it's like, oh my gosh, it feels like we're like being led into the chorus. How does that happen? And it's because this, and we've got the fiddle, and then my guitar slide. So everything together. Everything just it falls into that second chord, and your vocal is soaring. Stop, drop, and roll,
Yeah.
and you come down, and everything.
See, I think a lot of people when they're
Lands.
writing songs don't think about any of this stuff. But I think like when I write with Luke and Dad, we're always thinking about
Yep.
certain stuff like this, and then a
Yes.
lot of it comes from Simon in the studio. He goes, it doesn't feel right. It needs an extra something here going into the second chorus or whatever, and you add that all in. But I mean, I think the more of that you can do in the writing phase, and especially pre-production, like we sit down and do,
Yep.
it makes the rest of the project go so much smoother.
I totally agree. If you can embed some of the parts or the licks or just the feel into the song instead of it being like, okay, we're playing in G, it's a 4-chord song, and you're just chording the whole time on your demo or maybe while you're writing it, because it's not important. We're not producing it right now. We're just trying to get the lyrics. But that ends up kind of working against you as soon as you get into the studio, because then you have no real vision of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You don't have a riff. You don't have, or maybe it doesn't need a riff, but like an underlick.
Yeah.
Even, you know, like if it's meant to
We
be
need
a
a concept
more
of the
pop
song,
or
not
like,
just lyrics and chords.
yeah, it's got to have some feel and energy, and it's like, okay, your lyrics are great, but how can it tie into the performance and the feel of everything? And then what instruments do you pick to be able to play that? Because the fiddle's great because it's fretless, and you can slide around and it push and pull, and just the sound of the instrument does what you're trying to do with the song, right from a writing perspective, right? So I think not enough people do that, and you do it really well with like everything that you write. It's right from the concept.
Well, thanks.
Let's talk about some vocals and be done.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Yeah, we want to just highlight the part.
Drop and roll. Them boots are burning, the moves are working.
At the end of the song, too,
This in there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we'll stop, drop and roll. She's a small town inferno, turning that dance floor into a live volcano. Shake, rock and roll. She's a spinning out of control. She's smoking hot, but man, I'm telling you, when she comes your way, stop, drop and roll.
Yeah. Brings it right up to your face.
Yep, everything
It feels so good when the band cuts out there. We did 2 songs in the same day, so we had spent 4.5 hours of tracking vocals for this other song that we're doing that rhymes with nothing tastes good like food. And
a little bit closer.
but we spent 4.5 hours doing that, and then we had to do this song. We only had like an hour left, and so we were literally like, we'll just do it live. So we just cranked my in-ears, and I stood up in the thing, and I just pretended I was on stage. And we sang it through, 4 times?
You did it 4 times, and we were pretty happy. And then we did a couple extra takes just to make sure that we got everything that we need.
Well, we did 4 full takes of the song, just start to finish.
Sang it through. Well, yeah, comp after 4 takes, and then we did a couple more. Most of the comp is these first couple takes, and then we've got 1 word here, and a couple words in the verse, 2 words in the second chorus, but it's all your main takes, just linear all the way through the song. Last chorus had a couple other things that we pulled in there. But then even this is your kind of ad-libs and shouts and stuff, you know?
Oh! Hop! Hop! Show 'em what you got! Ah!
That was the only take we did of that scream,
Yes,
though.
it was, yeah.
It was the only scream we got.
We used the United Audio Twin 87 in vintage mode for this vocal.
That was my choice.
Just that's right. Worth noting. Kind of a U87 clone-ish.
It was either between that or my iPhone recording, so.
That's right.
Glad we went with this fancy mic, though.
Is there anything in your vocal performance that you want to look at that we haven't?
No, other than maybe just especially the last chorus when it does the
Let's listen to the vocals.
because the performance of it, we brought the energy down, and
Yes.
I think that's really
Yep.
a cool part, especially the last chorus because it does the tag.
Yep. So let's listen from the bridge out here and just see. There's only 2 vocals in the main body of the chorus here. We've got low harmony on the first and second chorus, but not on the last chorus.
Interesting.
It's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these decisions, even looking at, I'm like, I don't know why we did that.
Well, I'm sure there was a reason.
Or just the reason is that we didn't even notice it. So why do you have to do it?
No, exactly, and that's the biggest thing. Is there's no rules in music. You don't have to. If it sounds good and feels good, it's good.
And I think the whole prompt of you kind of describing your vision for this song was exactly that. So I was trying as much as possible to not go looking for things, only to adjust it until it felt right.
Yeah.
Whereas I think there have been other songs, and a lot of the time it does happen where you kind of go looking for things to just make sure that everything is totally dialed in. I like that sound and feel that gets as well, but it's just a totally different result. And that's not what we wanted for this. So, okay, bridge out.
Play with fire, you're bound to get burned. Stop, drop and roll. She's a small town inferno, like a lit cigarette shaking her ash off, oh no. Shake, rock and roll. She's a burning out of control. She's smoking hot, but man, I'm telling you, smoking hot. But man, I'm warning you, smoking hot. Yeah, I'm telling you, when she comes your way, stop, drop, and roll. Bet you she could chug a beer.
Oh yeah.
Y'all got fire insurance, right? Does anybody know her? She's a zesty one.
You know what's hilarious?
Who invited her? What you think, boys?
I love that part.
Oh, you're gonna have to put her out.
The dumbest thing about this, so Aidan came in to sing some of those ad-libs, or talk them, and he does that "She's a Zesty One," and I didn't like that at all. I hated it.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I thought Aidan was really excited about it until I got home and we were listening to it, and he's like, "Oh, I hate that She's a Zesty One," and I'm like,
"Oh, really?
Dude, I hate that one." I'm like, "We kept it in because I thought you liked it." He didn't like it either, so. But now
that's
it's part
funny.
of the song forever. So.
That's right. See, and what a funny thing too, because I bet a lot of people that listen to this, first of all, don't even hear that because it's such a subtle thing. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, but I found out we both don't like it.
This is funny because this is the first time we've really actually talked about the song since, like, in person. Other than
it is the first time.
Like pre-production day.
Yeah.
It's just been messaging and stuff. So it's cool to see how this comes together. Something that is pretty important here is pretty much everything is going to like a music 8th note delay using Echo Boy. And then I've got an ambience, just a 1 second ambience that a lot of the instruments are being fed into. So like in the chorus, for example. Oh, it's super subtle. It's just like a real plexi.
I like that. Sounds like an old radio.
Yeah. So, and that's it. Like, that's all of the instruments. Let's see here. So vocals, fiddle. Yeah, like I've almost got no processing on these. A little bit of soothe. But it's pretty much all the ambience is just sending to those global things. You put everything into the same kind of reverb and it makes it feel like it's in the
I
same
remember
room.
you telling me about this when we were talking about pre-production. To make it sound like it's all getting played in the same room.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. There's a few different ways to do that, but that's kind of how I decided to do that there. And then even this moves a lot. Like, it gets louder and comes out. Like, it's a big part of the kind of the motion of the song.
Man, this is crazy. I didn't know how much went into this. Like, I mean, like, I've been in the studio enough to know that it's not just like record the instruments and put them together. But like, you do so much shit that, like, how smart do you have to be to figure that out?
You just sit with it, and then if it needs something there, like right here, during the interlude, I thought the Dobro needed more of that room reverb so that it
But like,
breathes
how do you
more.
know that? That's what I'm like, how do you think, oh, the Dobro in this one part needs more reverb?
Well, because it's playing this.
You boys wanna dance?
See, like, you're right. Obviously hearing
It
it,
has
it's like,
to.
oh, that's the cool part.
Just a little bit of vibe.
So good. Man, Dobro.
When it's like single digit percentage of a little bit cooler or a little bit more space or a little bit less space, but everything is feeding into that,
Yeah.
it all just creates an attitude. Tons of automation stuff going on. Like on your acoustic's pretty consistent because you played it dynamically and had lots of that going on.
Because I'm just such a great guitar player.
But the drums, there's lots of movement to just keep them feeling. Or the vocals have lots of stuff too. This is our reverb, and then these are our delay throws. So all things considered, it's actually still on the simpler side. But when everything is, moving and feeding effects together, it all just kind of adds up to be cool. Well, thanks for checking out. It was great to have Matt here.
Yeah.
We're going to leave you with the last chorus of the song.
Oh, cool. Last chorus.
Find it on streaming platforms.
Find it on... Is that fun?
Stop, drop and roll. She's a small town inferno, like a lit cigarette shaking her ash off. Oh no. Shake, rock and roll. She's a burning out of control. She's smoking hot, but man, I'm telling you, smoking hot. But man, I'm warning you, smoking hot. Yeah, I'm telling you, when she comes your way, stop, drop and roll.